Hey OC readers, this is Mrs. Hewett, your media specialist. Today I'm going to be reading Chapter 5 and Chapter 6 from The Year of the Dog. Chapter 5, A Surprise. To get to school, Lissy and I had to walk down the street to the bus stop. Next year, Lissy wouldn't be going to the bus stop with me. Lissy was almost a teenager. Next year, she would go into junior high on a different bus. Then I would be the only Chinese girl in the whole elementary school. But I'm not really Chinese either. It's kind of confusing. My parents came from Taiwan. Some people thought Taiwan was part of China, so then calling me Chinese was kind of correct. Other people thought Taiwan was a country all by itself, so then I should be called Taiwanese. It didn't help that my parents spoke both Chinese and Taiwanese. So when people ask me what I am, what am I supposed to tell them? I once asked Mom. You tell them that you're American, Mom told me firmly. But my friends didn't call me Chinese, Taiwanese, or American. They call me Grace, my American name. One of my friends at school was Becky Williams. Becky was tall, with hair as brown as tree bark. At recess, I told her that it was the Chinese Year of the Dog, so we drew dogs on the ground with chalk. I taught Becky how to draw a dog just like the ones I drew for our New Year's decorations. What does it mean when it's the Year of the Dog? Becky asked. Does that mean Scruffy gets to boss me around? Maybe he'll eat at the dinner table and I'll have to eat on the floor. I laughed, but I didn't know how to explain it. Chinese people give every year an animal sign, I tried to explain. You know how horoscopes use animals for some months? Well, for Chinese people, it's for every year. When is the Year of the Unicorn? Becky asked. I love unicorns. I shook my head. I don't think that there is a Year of the Unicorn. Becky looked really disappointed. So I tried to think of something. But maybe during leap year or something they have a Unicorn Day? Really? What do they do on Unicorn Day? I scrambled because now I was completely lying. They draw pictures of unicorns and hang them up. Sometimes there's a parade. Cool, Becky said, excited. Will you tell me when that day is? We can celebrate it. Okay, I said, but I hoped that by the time a leap year came, she would forget all about it. Like an alarm clock, the bell rang and we lined up to go into the cafeteria. It was spaghetti day. Yum. I loved spaghetti, even though I always thought it was strange that they served it with an ice cream scoop. The spaghetti always looked like tennis balls on my plate. But when I went to take my plate, the lunch lady stopped me. Hey, she said, I just saw you. You already took a lunch. Everyone only gets one. No, I said, I didn't. This is my first time. Yes, you did, the lunch lady said. You took spaghetti and French fries. No, I said, I didn't get anything. Are you sure? The lunch lady said. I know it was you. It wasn't, Becky said. Honest. The lunch lady gave me a lunch, but I could tell she didn't believe us. She kept shaking her head and looking at me suspiciously. When we went to sit down, Becky nudged me. Look over there, she pointed. That's why the lunch lady thought you already got your lunch. I looked where she was pointing, and I saw a girl that looked Chinese just like me. I hadn't noticed her before because she had been all bundled up in a fuzzy scarf and hat. She was brand new. I couldn't wait to meet her. There she is right there. A New Year, a New Friend, Chapter 6. Becky and I sat next to the new girl. She smiled at me. Hello, she said. Are you Pacey? How did you know? I asked. My mother told me about you. My mother met your mother last week. Didn't you know? She said there would be another Asian girl in school. Her name's not Pacey, Becky said, pointing at me. It's Grace. Grace is my name at school, I rushed to explain. My mom calls me Pacey. The new girl frowned and looked a little confused, but said, well, anyway, my name's Melody Ling. Ling? Becky said. That's like Grace's last name, Lynn. Melody nodded, except it's with a G, L-I-N-G. We found out that Melody and I had a lot of things that were almost the same. While I had an older sister and a younger sister, she had an older brother and a younger brother. We both had long black hair, but she had bangs and I didn't. We both played the violin, but I was in Suzuki Book 3 and she was in Suzuki Book 2. We both couldn't write in Chinese, but she could speak it and I couldn't. My birthday was May 17th and Melody's birthday was July 17th. You're almost twins, Becky said. Lucky. My mom must have forgotten to tell me about you, I said, probably because it's Chinese New Year. Yeah, Becky said, it's the year of the dog. Grace is going to tell me when it's the day of the unicorn so we can celebrate that. Day of the unicorn, Melody said. There's no day of the unicorn. Yes, there is, Becky said. It's during a leap year and there's a parade and we hang pictures. Grace said so. Melody looked at me and I felt myself turning red. I must have made a mistake, I mumbled. Oh, Melody said. That day of the unicorn. I forgot. My family doesn't celebrate it, so I didn't remember. But you're right, it's a big festival. Melody grinned at me and I smiled back. I knew we were going to be good friends. There they are, the day of the unicorn parade. I hope you enjoy the next chapters